we'll call the meeting to order. Mike Warren, Vice President, in for Dan Guard. First item on the agenda is approval of board minutes from the March 11th meeting. Entertain a motion for approval.
David Reeves, member. I make a motion we approve the minutes.
Joyce Grimble, second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Next item is bank balances. We'll go operating fund. Joyce.
The balance for the operating is $224,388.45. The balance for the maintenance fund is $32,111.37. The capital fund balance is $22,974.57.
Thank you. We don't have to vote on it. I don't think so. Okay. Admin report, BCS.
Justin Sadoff, BCS Management. Cash balances are running at 6.1 times the regular operating claims for the operating fund. Would like to report that USIC did receive the 60-day termination notice dated March 27th. Asbury can begin locate services on May 26th. That would be your day one. I'll handle the 811 service transfer, and the only other outstanding item is the annual service fee, which I just received some guidance from the attorney on that. Website activity in March, 141 visits, 287 pages viewed, and the only thing I have else to report on are the internal controls, which we will talk about under new business.
Maintenance report, Asbury.
Tom Asbury, Asbury Water Technology. So this report period covers March 10th through April 6th, and the most recent report that's been submitted to IDEM is for February, and we've maintained full compliance February, and then of course until present. And a lot of the improvements that were put in place previously, the effluent is really it's as good as it has ever been. We're really if you ever want to see what the plant looks like producing water that's you can almost drink out of, it looks great. Oh, well, I know engineers that will drink out of it. That I might even do it. I'll give you guys the liability coverage though. So for the month with the new flow meter, we averaged 37,000 gallons a day for the effluent, and 47,000 for the influent. Again, the influent is always going to be higher because there's some water that's recycled back to the head of the plant, so it gets double counted. Maximum daily flow 79,000 gallons a day, minimum 18,000. So I know that before the flow meter got fixed, we were consistently above that 50% mark. So it's good to see that was indeed due to the flow meter overreading. So we're really good shape on that, which is good. Removal percentages all above 98%. On March 24th, we were able to finally find a replacement valve cover for there's a flushing valve that one of the residents reported was missing along State Road 32. And we're not sure what happened to it. It could have been, and I haven't seen exactly where it's located, but it could have been one of those deals where the truck, took it out, or I don't know, somebody stole it perhaps. But it was a $200 replacement, so it wasn't extreme, but obviously a safety hazard has been rectified. On the 26th of March, the flight pump, the new flight pump that was approved, I think 2 meetings ago, was received. And we installed it at the lift station, the influent lift station. So that is now operating off 2 new pumps. And those pumps get the heaviest wear of any pumps in the collection system. So as it stands now, every lift station is operating off 2 pumps, which is where it should be. We do not have any spares, so right now, so that might be something to look at maybe as the bank balance continues to recover. Maybe we can look at getting a spare that would be on hand, but each one of these lift stations can operate off of 1 pump, for a period of time. So, we're looking good on that. In terms of the DO sensor project that was approved last meeting, all that equipment has been ordered, and RTC Mechanical has also been engaged to fix or to upsize the return ductwork that I think was a design flaw when the plant was originally built, causing extra strain on the furnace. But that really is the extent of our report. We don't have any action items or anything that needs approval.
Great, thank you, Tom. Any other questions, comments?
I just got one, Greg Morrison, member. Tom, just out of curiosity, pump cost, what is that?
Yeah, pump cost, we're able to get them down as far to 16,000 and change. So, we saved a little bit by, getting tighter specs on what was really specified in the plans. But yeah, that's what we're looking at.
What's the lead time for that?
Lead time has come down considerably. I think this last pump took less than 2 months to get here. So we're looking at 90 days. Well, I'd say 60 to 90. Just a rule of thumb, because the components come from Flight is a Swedish company. Of course, they're owned by Xylem, which is American, but it's a little bit of a complex supply chain.
So, I know in the past, we kind of had a spare pump, and the fact that we had one in a location we didn't use it. Do we need to usually keep a spare pump, you think? I know you said it'll run temporarily without 2, but.
Yeah, it's generally a good idea to have at least one. Of course, these last 2 years, we've been rebuilding kind of where we were. But yeah, it's a good idea to have one, especially considering the age of. I would say that the lift station North 1A is probably going to be the next one that will probably have a pump issue if we are going to have a pump issue.
I'd say that was going to be my question about age of those and then the expectancy of.
Yeah, lift station 1A would be the one that I think one of the pumps in there is new, one of them is original, so, over, I'm going on 15 years old. So, and that lift station gets a lot of use because it gets 80% of the flow.
Okay.
So the pumps come out of the maintenance fund, right? Am I right? If we bought a pump? The 16,000, which I'm
16
saying
and change.
the maintenance fund is 32,000. So if we bought one,
You wouldn't be wasting that money. I mean, I would
Right.
say that,
but I'm just asking, isn't that the fund that it comes out of? Well, you've only got 22,000 or 23,000 rounded up a little bit in the capital fund. I mean, you've got money in the maintenance fund. I was just asking that question. Because I thought that's when it said in my notes was the pump replacement.
Again, you're saying turnaround time when if we would order one, are we paying for it now?
And that's
you pay for when it gets delivered generally, yeah. So we'd be looking at probably 6 weeks from now, 6 to 8 weeks from now, we'd be getting billed.
Yeah. Well, you're special. Go ahead.
My mom always told me. Greg Morrison, member again. I would say it looks like we have funds. It takes 2 months for it to get here. Looks like backup's a good idea. I make a motion to go ahead and get a pump.
I would second that.
We have a motion and a second, so further discussion? I think it's probably a great idea as well.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the money, because I thought it sounded like we needed to get
But
something.
if you look at the amount of interest that you'd be foregoing and the prospective cost increases that we're probably going to see, it's money well spent.
Well, and then what kind of
Yeah.
and what kind of danger would you be in if you had to go out and you didn't have one?
Well, that's the number one thing that,
Yeah,
yeah.
so.
I don't think we want to wait 8 weeks.
Don't think we want to wait in that situation.
It's a-
And do we have to determine what account that would come out of and now? Or just when the time comes? Okay.
And along those same lines too, next month, we were looking at the funds, and I'll probably bring a recommendation for a one-time transfer from the operations over to the capital fund, somewhere between 50 and 100,000. So just FYI.
Wow.
Tom, if you did do that, would you take that older pump out and rebuild it before it fails, or would it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as it's at 50% or below the cost of new. Because if it's more over that, then you're throwing good money after bad.
So there's been a motion to purchase a backup pump. All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. So, no project updates, new business.
Yeah, Justice Sadoff, BCS Management. This is the internal controls. This is the fun little 26-minute video I asked everyone to watch. I know that Joyce was enthused with it. I did bring the forms for you guys to sign if you watch the video. I'll let Tyler highlight the resolution that's sitting in front of you.
Yeah, so the resolution you have in front of you is just some internal control policies. The state of Indiana Board of Accounts requires every governmental unit to have standards for internal controls. This is based on the uniform internal control standards that the State Board of Accounts puts out. The actual policies are in the back of the resolution, but this brings you into compliance with making sure that you have proper internal controls for making sure that funds don't go missing from the district, that you have policies that you'll make sure your annual reports are done and reported on time to the DLGF. There are policies related to bonds. That's policy 3. So if you do a bond in the future, those are the internal controls that say how you're going to manage that and comply with all of your bond requirements. And then the last are just some basic general control policies. So we would recommend that you adopt these internal controls so that we can represent to the State Board of Accounts that you do have them and you are going to follow them.
I move that we adopt this resolution.
Greg Morrison, member, I second.
There's been a motion to approve adoption of resolution number 1-2026. Any other further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Any other new business? Nothing on the agenda. Old business, there is none as well. And approval of claims. I don't know who has those. Please. We already signed it.
Approval of claims, checks in the total of $189,949.13. And there were additional claims we signed for March. It was $793.67.
As in, would then entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Been moved and approved, or seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Any further comments, questions? Anyone? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move
So
to
moved.
adjourn.
We are adjourned.
I might have read you the wrong title, or the wrong amount. That was, monthly was 147. Here it's, I think I read you the wrong amount for the monthly. It's 147,826.